Now there's some challenges with this project. I'm going to be having the students set up fake accounts. So we need to have a discussion about, using fake accounts and using it in a good way, not in a mean way, or talking about what's appropriate to post on their site and what's not appropriate. But I am hoping by using a fake account, it will help to protect the student's identity. I don't want the students sharing private information about themselves. Their email account, all of their online accounts should be focused on their animal and have a very creative animal name, not using their own identity. So I will need the parents' permission for this, because these are minors, and to be able to use these sites, they all do need to have an email account. So one of the first steps would be to have the students set up a Gmail account, again with their animal's name. So it's not an account that the students are already using. It's going to be a brand new account specifically for this project. The students will be interacting with strangers, other students. It's not something I can control, so it will be something I need to have a discussion with the students. They need to understand what the boundaries are. What is a safe conversation? What isn't? What is appropriate and respectful, and what isn't. And there will also be some discussions about safety and privacy. We also definitely have to have some discussions about copyright. What can you post online and what can't? Can you copy and paste things or not? How do you reference things? And then just creating the buy-in. I think in order for this project to be successful, the students do have to buy into this idea. They have to be engaged and interested. And I think it's going to work really well. I found a really interesting clip about, in Texas, how some ranchers have brought some endangered animals from Africa, and in fact some of these animals are now extinct in Africa, and they brought these animals over to Texas and put them into their ranches. And some of these animals, there's some gazelles that are thriving, and they have huge numbers. They have I think something like 500 or 600 animals living on a ranch in Texas, when there are none of these animals left in the wild in Africa. So this is a really interesting idea, and it's very controversial about, is this really saving the animals or not? Because the reason that these Texas ranchers have these endangered animals on their property is because they're using it as a game farm, and they have trophy hunters come in and shoot these African gazelles. So I'm hoping that maybe starting my lesson off with that story will engage the students and capture their interest, and we can have a discussion about, is this something Alberta farmers or ranchers could be doing or should be doing. And I'm hoping that, by having a really strong hook at the beginning, that will create this interest and this buy-in for saving animals and being interested in animals. So yeah, that's kind of a quick snapshot of how the project's going to work and what it's looking like. And the goal of the project is really to get the students using technology, involved with technology, understanding technology, getting a bit more insight to how social networking sites work. I want them to learn a little bit about what is effective, as far as, say on Twitter, creating a tweet that gets retweeted. To me, that's a very successful tweet. On Facebook, what's successful, I think, when they can create a dialogue with people, when they maybe put a thought-provoking idea on their Facebook wall and get people's comment, getting people engaged, maybe people liking the comment. Maybe they could use the poll function on Facebook and ask questions, survey people to get people's opinion. And on blog, I think it would be successful if they can get more people following their blog. So that's kind of the goal, is to create these accounts and then build them and get people following them and interested in them. And then it'll be interesting to see also what the students learn. I want the students also to learn from the science aspect. I want the students to learn more about these endangered animals and what the issues are that these animals are facing. And why do we need these animals? Does it matter if these animals become extinct, or do we need them? Is diversity important? So yeah, I think it's really exciting. I'm excited about the project, and I really hope the students will be.